because then I got myself a water. Because I drank through most of that soda I got already. Because I had 2 waters before leaving the house, and then me and Dad stopped at, hang on. And then me and Dad stopped at Red Rock on our way up. I asked to stop because I wanted to get something to snack on, because I haven't eaten nothing yet, and I didn't want to get fucking sick on a empty stomach. I just put my bottle in the cage. You know, I didn't want to get sick from the heat on an empty stomach, so I ate something and I started feeling a little bit like shit. You know, and I was just burping because I was thinking, fuck, I got heat stroke. But granted, yeah, it's still, like I said, pretty warm, but not like how it was earlier. Because then I'm probably gonna go, because what time is it? 4:45. Yep. So we're probably going to be eating pretty soon. And whatever, so wearing my glow in the dark Reeboks. I'm still happy they fixed that. I crashed a fucking bike on that. I didn't get too seriously hurt. Yeah, I was hurt, but I just fucking hurt my shoulders and my arms because I think I hyperextended my left shoulder, or at least popped it out. Because then you know, so I landed on my left side, so I used my left foot to kick the bike out from underneath me. You know, I kind of threw the bars over to the side. Matter of fact, the grips I was using when I crashed at that spot are on this bike. Coming up behind you. You know, so did that. A bike that I definitely miss having the most is the Haro. You know, and then Dad bought the Hoffman to take parts off of that. To keep the Haro running. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna fucking do that. Dad's like, what do you mean? I said, I butchered the fuck out of the Haro. I'll sell the Haro. You know, I put it for 200 bucks with the wheels, 100 bucks without. Like, why so much with the wheels? I say because because BMX wheels are expensive, especially double and triple wall rims, especially when they're 48 spoke. You know, he's like, oh, he's like, well, you got that one for relatively, like, really cheap from the bike shop, which, yeah, I did. Thankfully, but you know, generally if you go to like Dan's Comp or, you know, a BMX specific, I don't know why I said specific like that. But if you go to like a BMX specific or like Dan's Comp or, you know, a BMX specific shop, you know, which we got one that specializes in BMX and all that in Green Bay, technically the Howard area, but J&B Cycles out on Velp. I used to go out there and they're assholes. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just start going to the bike hub where I normally go. You know, but I was going to Broken Spoke, I went to J&B. I've been to 3 bike shops in total in my life, and I like the bike hub. know, I don't like the setup of the bike hub. I mean, yeah, it's a nice bike shop, but I like the setup and how Broken Spoke is. You know, the one downtown in, on Pine, downtown Green Bay. I know, I was just up here. I like that setup because it's, you know, the rustic, nice, you know, outdoorsy looking shop. You know, I like that. And I would like to do that for my own shop. You know, that same design and setup.